having so much fun here at Bourbon Barrel Foods, Eat Your Bourbon Marketplace. My guest co-host for the hour, Matt and Jamie, knocking it out of the park, by the way. I don't know if I'm going to keep my job after this. I mean, cheers to you, my friend. Wow.
Hidden talent.
What is going on? You've been hiding all your talent for television. So we've stepped into the marketplace, one of my favorite places here, because I love how you can do your shopping on one side, and then if you want to take a break or do some grab and go items, this is really laid out really thoughtfully.
So the Eat Your Bourbon Marketplace is attached to the Bourbon Barrel Foods retail store. And this concept over here is my idea of what I want my retail experience to evolve into. You know, with the products that we make, they're innovative and they're different, and people want to know how to use it. And over here we can show you, you can taste it, you can eat it here, you can take it with you. It's a full experience.
And I love that you all have tried everything.
Yeah.
And you've tested it, and you're like, yeah, that's ready for our guests.
Yeah, I mean, everything's worked through. And we even have a full bar here. You know, my relationship with Woodford Reserve, Old Forester, Jack Daniels, with the cocktail bitters, you can have a drink with it here.
Shop and have a drink. Did you hear that? Easy breezy. People love that experience.
Yeah.
You know, we've been talking throughout the hour about Derby entertaining. Derby is so back, and we're so ready for it, and a lot of people will be heading off to parties and things like that. You have some really great Derby entertaining ideas and great thoughtful gifts, like if you're going to be visiting somebody or maybe somebody's coming to visit you.
Yeah, in addition to the food, you can still shop over here, put together your gift and whatnot, and
Should we start with my favorite?
The coffee.
The coffee.
That was 2 years in the making.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how a lot of our products go. When we're developing them, sometimes it just doesn't happen overnight. Sometimes it does. I know what it is that I want to do, and we work towards making that happen, and that means bringing it to the shelf. Some of the products we've had for years, and they, like the sorghum. Sorghum is one of those things that Kentucky is known for.
Exactly.
It's grown all over the country, but sweet sorghum is, in my mind, when I was a chef, this is purely Kentucky.
Right.
And this is one of my favorite things to make as a host or hostess, and this is how I would sample this. And I thought I could do it from seated position.
Nah.
But this is local goat cheese.
It never works out that way, Matt.
Capriole Farms goat cheese, crusted with bourbon smoked pepper.
Right.
And then it just has our bourbon barrel aged sorghum drizzled over top. It's that easy. And you can be as dramatic as you want to be with putting the sorghum over top of it. But
people don't think of that extra touch on the goat cheese.
It's
That's
three
great.
ingredients. It's probably going to run you $30 for everything. But the best part of it is textural contrast, spicy sweet contrast, and those are the things that I look for in, when I'm eating. Otherwise it's just kind of boring. And did you see how quick and easy that was? I mean,
that's so easy I could do.
It's Derby morning. You went to Oaks. You're kind of moving slow. Yeah. But you have people at the house. This is easy.
Let's talk about, you have all these different cheeses. Of course, a Louisville favorite there, the pimento cheese spread. Let me see what else you have there. Benedictine spread, the beer cheese. All these items you can grab. Let's say you have guests coming and you need a quick appetizer that you want to prepare for them.
Well, I love Louisville's food history.
Yeah.
And Benedictine is a huge piece of Louisville's food history. You don't really see it many other places when you go, but it's probably about a 125-year-old recipe, that we do by incorporating one of our products in there. Same with beer cheese. I didn't really see beer cheese in any other part of the country up until recently, but it is, for some reason, you go into a store here in Louisville and there's sometimes a dozen different beer cheeses available. I love ours, obviously.
Well, obviously.
It's one of the staples I have in my refrigerator that I have to have my own and my daughter has to have her own, and we don't touch each other's
As it
beer
should
cheese. Yeah. The Henry Baines is another one that we do for the Pendennis Club. It's not Derby Day, much less one of the holidays. If there's not some Henry Baines on the table, it's good on leftovers.
I love this entertaining idea that you have on this area here. 3 cheeses, sorghum, some spices, throw a little pepper on the goat cheese. There's your grab and go entertaining tray, just like
Simple.
that.
Simple.
And that screams, hello, Louisville, Kentucky. Here we are. We're ready for Derby right now. Oh, look at you spinning it
Absolutely.
around
And they
for the
set
big
me up
reveal of
here.
the drink. What do you have for
So
us?
obviously it's Derby, so there's a mint julep, and we do the Woodford Reserve mint julep syrup, which again is just add bourbon. But one of the things I'm excited about that we found last year that we have in house now are these glass mint julep cups.
Perfect. Those are new.
You know, because it's a pretty cocktail.
It's beautiful.
And yeah, I mean, it's you can get those here. And what a great gift to send to somebody. You know, even if they can't come in for Derby, you can send them this kit on how to make their own mint julep.
And they'll know how to do it. Hey, I know you have some upcoming pop-ups that are coming up that you want to let people know about.
We do. So on Friday nights, we do pop-up dinners. It's in conjunction with our chef, Michael Hargrove, who runs Derby City Supper Club. He does an amazing job. You know, he grows his own garden at home, and he uses a lot of what he grows in what he makes for us.
Is it a different menu every week?
A different menu every week, you know, and right now we're recipe testing for a new cookbook that'll be out next year, hopefully this time. But, you know, they start at 6 o'clock, and when it's gone, it's gone.
Right.
You know, and, you know, we've been selling them out.
And beyond the supper club, you also have an art exhibit.
I mean, we rent this place out for anything and anybody.
What a variety of things you have happening here.
If you wanted your own private Derby shopping event, you could come here.
Seriously?
Yeah.
So you can,
I mean,
you can
say,
rent it
"Hey,
and
I got
close it
12."
and
Yeah.
I got me and my girlfriends coming. Let's do it. Let's
Exactly.
shop and then have snacks and drinks.
And I think we've got the best drink specials in town. We got a $5 old fashioned like every day, you know, and it is, you know, it's made with our Woodford Reserve old fashioned syrup. And then we have dollar champagne on Saturday that I definitely would have taken part of.
So ladies, if you want to come, they show up in your hats, do up a Derby style, rent out the plays, enjoy yourself. Oh, and before we went down that direction, tell me the rest about the art exhibit.
Oh, well, that's
The
this
art show.
Saturday.
This Saturday,
My
okay.
friend Peyton Turner is exhibiting her art
Nice.
here. I'm excited for her. And I was happy to have all this blank wall space in here. We've been wondering what we were going to put on the walls, and she filled that up.
But you get to showcase different local artists, and I feel like that kind of fulfills your promise of being local, true to your roots.
Yeah, you know, we want to embrace the community. I mean, we are a local business. You know, I started this here in 2006 in my basement, and it's grown into something that I always believed it would be. But the reality, you know, when it's happening, it's like, oh my.
It's
you
a
know?
lot.
It's like, no, it excites me, you know.
Now I can't run into your products like through any airport. I'm traveling and I'm like, there it is again, there it is again. Which again, I feel like that celebrates Kentucky and Louisville, and it's nice for me, and I think a lot of people, to celebrate a local businessman doing well, right? To see the products, and it celebrates our culture, I think, too, because you're so rooted in our local
Kentucky's
traditions.
got a great story to tell.
Yeah.
You know, our products tell stories. Every single one of them tells a story. You know, but I'm really proud of what we've done and who we've become. I didn't do it alone. I have about 40 employees that
You have
make
a
me
great
look
team.
really smart, you know, and it's been a team effort. And they all believe in the brand and what we're doing, and you know, they allow me to do what it is that I'm good at now, you know, which is just create.
Absolutely. All right, guys. If you want people to tell good stories about you after you go to your next Derby party, bring some good items for your Derby hostess. Swing on by Bourbon Barrel Foods, Eat Your Bourbon Marketplace here on Frankfort Avenue. All these different items, from appetizers to coffee breakfast to drinks to syrups, chocolate bars, everything to kind of ease into the Derby season and make those parties go really, really smoothly. So if you want to get started, all you have to do is go online for online shopping, all things Bourbon Barrel Foods, or just head on over to bourbonbarrelfoods.com. And of course, stop in the marketplace, because you're definitely going to enjoy the shopping experience.
It's the best coffee on the street.
Telling me.